welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, Reese. The Bearcats head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Rockets offense will get first crack at it today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad. And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. Looks it in. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Cincinnati's offense will now get its first chance with the football. A key in this running game will be Joe Jackson. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. Quick give. It's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Got it, looking for a first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Punt, and he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Got the quick completion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Rockets decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes his man miss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bearcats are flying down the field. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Left side is Smith. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody
makes a grab and room to run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Rockets are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rockets line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Swamped immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Out wide left, it's Dixon. There he goes. He's at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough run here. It's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Jones to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes a grab. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down?
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Looking for the marker. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Now, you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. The sure hands, it's Sanders. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide right, it's Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Hunt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Lights off a defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run him again. He's past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The ride. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the air, it's Mendoza. And they can't make the connection on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Push is ahead. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Once he got some room, it was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. From the gun, it's Sanders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Rockets will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Makes a man miss. Still making moves. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Tells the run, wants to pass. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off-play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Jones to throw. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense caught out of position. And him down finally at the 38.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 2nd down to the air. Heaves it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush right in his face. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Jones wants to throw it. Looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Western Michigan Broncos.
Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, the Cincinnati head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
you know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on 4th down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as the one you just saw, though.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The fake wants to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. It's inside. It's Sanders. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Setting up the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. The Rockets will call on their punt team. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just feeds the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Jones wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Bearcats will punt this one away.
I give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Line getting set on second down. He'll set up to throw. Out wide right, it's Bond. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now score on the board on this possession. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Selling the fake. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Searching for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Trying to establish the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Could not make his way to the corner. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
The give. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Trying to make one miss. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. This game all but decided. Let's take a minute. Yeah, later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it in his belly. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking for running room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's Goodman. Got his man. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Siegel. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Right side, it's Jones. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On the ground with the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Third and long coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've got him corralled.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick give. It's Alexis. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.